It's a common belief that long-distance relationships never work, but sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder and people learn to appreciate their partners more. When they can't always be together, it's worth noting that some long-distance couples feel closer than those who live together. Because they're willing to communicate their issues more openly, all their efforts focus on a shared goal. Here are 6 tips to maintain a long-distance relationship. 1. Give your partner a personal gift to hold on to before you part ways. Exchange something you can keep as a memento. For example, you might be inspired to exchange night lamps, stuffed animals, jewelry, hoodies, or mugs. Whatever gift you choose, it doesn't need to be big or expensive. Instead, focus on how the gift represents meaning for your life and your relationship. 2. Establish routines and learn each other's schedules. Time zones can be tricky, but learn to appreciate the differences. This can teach you the value of patience and remind you that relationships don't grow from instant gratification. Once you and your partner have settled and adjusted to the new lifestyle, share your schedules and routines. Depending on the time zone differences, you might need to take turns to fit each other's available times to set up Skype or phone calls. It sounds difficult, but once you find the right rhythm, things get easier. CC. Build trust and try not to jump to conclusions or assume the worst will happen. Life is unpredictable, so sometimes unexpected things occur, like emergencies, family matters over time, or illness which can disrupt your usual communication routine. Instead of worrying that your partner might be cheating or bored with the relationship spending more time with their friends, know that there's no evidence or solid basis to support those anxious thoughts. Build trust with your partner and ask how each of you feels. Instead of keeping insecurities inside and letting barriers between you grow, getting direct answers from each other is much better than overthinking. 4. It's not about how often you talk, but focusing on quality communication. Regular communication is important when you're apart, especially since the physical aspect of the relationship is missing. But too much communication can backfire, making you feel suffocated or exhausted. Instead of texting every hour of the day, find balance and moderation, focusing on meaningful conversations rather than the number of times you talk. You might notice that talking too much just repeats the same things instead of having deep, meaningful discussions. That makes you appreciate each other's intelligence, ideas, and perspectives. 5. Make time to meet in person. But know that not every visit will be perfect, and that's okay. When visiting each other, you might want to make the most of your time together. Plan fun activities, but remember, we're all human, so allow flexibility instead of trying to be perfect. There might be times when you're tired from traveling and just want to stay in and watch movies with your partner, or your flight might be delayed. That can affect your dinner reservations. Having fun and bonding activities is important, but sometimes it's good to let things happen naturally and go with the flow. Remember, what matters is having your loved one's company, not necessarily what you do together. 6. Face challenges together. Long-distance relationships are tough, but don't let those challenges break you. Instead, embrace them together. Sometimes your insecurities might make you think breaking up and meeting someone new would be better, but take a step back and think about why you've kept the relationship going for so long in the first place. Are you apart because one of you will study at a different school or because of a promotion opportunity? Know that the distance is temporary and you're working on yourselves before you can be together again. There's a common misconception that for a relationship to work, one person must sacrifice their needs and desires for the other. In reality, this is why many relationships break down when people feel suffocated and unable to grow together. Never lose sight of the bigger picture and don't give up. Have you ever been or are you currently in a long-distance relationship? Do you have any tips on how to handle it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.